everybody, my name is Steph, and welcome back to Steph and Her Sims, where the Sims come to life. I'm so excited. This is gotta be... It's not the toughest build I've ever done, but it was the most procrastinated one I've ever done in my life. I had issues placing down certain parts of the building. I had issues with the shape of the building. I had issues with the characters. It was just an all-around mess of a video. But I'm here to tell you that I'm finally done, and I am so excited to show you all my ultra-modern luxury house. Today we have a very fun tour. Although I don't think it's going to be, it's not the biggest property. It probably is the biggest property I've ever done, because I've done really small houses technically in the past. It's just that I wish I could have made this house another level up. In the city, you can only have 4 layers up and no basement, because obviously you're on a skyscraper, you can't have a basement. But yeah, that was my thing I was going to go for, but it didn't end up working out because you can only have 3 in the city while you can have 5 in the other town areas. So that's that. But I love how this build came out. Super simplistic, super uncluttered, which hurt my little heart. I love adding clutter because I think it makes it so homey, so personalized, but I had to cut myself back. I was like, no, this is supposed to be ultra modern. And it's like, you can't have clutter in a modern house, because I feel like in a modern house it's very clean, cut, not a lot of things. And so with that being said, let's get right into the build because I am so excited. And I think this came out fabulous. So let's go all the way down to the bottom floor. As you can see here, we have quite a large living area with a ginormous couch, huge couch. And another thing I want to just say is my theme throughout this house is white and black. And a lot of time is going to be just a little bit of gold, brown, and sometimes like gray, and that's like the whole theme throughout the house. And as you can see here, we had this beautiful giant couch. This is huge, and these nice little separation partitions between the little walkway. You can go between here and the couch, and you have this X in the middle with this kind of rose gold tint, which I think looks really cool, and these almost shelf-like ones next to it, which I think looks so cool. And even over here, if we turn around, you have this nice circular coffee table with gold accents. Like I said, no clutter, because I feel like an ultra-modern house would have no clutter. And here we have these beautiful fireplaces. These are fireplaces. You will see a lot of those throughout the house, and they just came out in the downtown developer event. This is actually the lot that you win in the downtown developer event. And here you can see these beautiful fireplaces that are just roaring, and I love them. They don't look very safe, but they're beautiful. And over here you can see the symmetry between this wall where you have the 2 triangle windows coming down into these bookshelves, which I kid you not, these is like one of the only black bookshelves I have. And so I know they're not ultra super modern because they have a lot of clutter, but they still look nice in my book. And if we turn back to the front door over here, we have over here this table with this gold accents on the bottom, sleek on the top, with this gold jaguar, which are beautiful, I love. And just some nice plants on the side. And over here you'll see this throughout the house. On this wall is the control panel to call Steph, to dim the lights, to control the audio. This is ultra modern, super luxury. Everything's decked out to the nines with technology. Over here you will see some people singing and playing the piano. These are not any of the characters that I created with the house. These people actually are my Sims, like my resident full-time Sims, and they're just here for a party that the hosts are throwing, which we will get to them in a little bit. Now we have some impressionist artwork, but they kind of looked modern and interesting, like modern, like fancy people and people who have like a modern house would collect artwork like this. And so that's why I put this all over the house. There's tons of art like this. And even the stairway, which are glass lined and silver. They're very modern, very industrial looking, which I really like with this house. Over here we just have a small seating area with another like fireplace type situation of pebbles in a bowl, this gorgeous rug, which I adore, and this just beautiful seating area with little pleats within the fabric, like divots, and I love it. It looks so nice. Anyway, over here, we just have a nice wine rack and tons of open doors to go into the pool, but we'll get there in a minute. And just this beautiful, sleek silver table. As you can see, it shines. And over here, we just have more art, because I feel like that's a rich people thing. And over here, we go down this hallway into this lovely, entertaining dining room area. As you can see, they have these two beautiful lounge chairs with wine and alcohol everywhere, all over this wall. And we have two of these beautiful bulb hanging lights down at this nice table with oysters and a crab in the center. Beautiful. And over here, we have two people chatting away. We will get back to them. And over here, we have this pool area, like I said, very open, very crisp, clean, tons of windows looking out onto the city. And if we go in here, we have another piece of technology, which is cleaning their pool as we speak. And we have two just lanterns in the corner and this potted plant. And if you see a plant throughout this house, it's usually this kind, because I love the geometric look, and I really wanted that in this modern house, because I feel like geometric works so well in a modern house, and this is one of them. But the other one is white, and I really didn't want white. I really wanted everything to be kind of muted, and so I chose this. And again, with this fancy fireplace. Love it. It looks so nice, and I adore it. And just outside to warm yourself up after a swim. You know, probably fancy people things. Anyway, right here, this non-conspicuous door with frosted glass, you will go into the maid section, where you just go through this hallway where you can tell that it's where you for staff, because it's completely different wall and flooring as compared to the main areas all throughout the house. So if you see a different flooring slash this wallpaper, you know it's for the staff. But over here, you can come into this ultra luxury kitchen, and we have the two staff members working away. We have basically the head of everything, head of staff over here making coffee for the party goers, and the chef over here cooking away for them too. Now, as you can see, this kitchen is chromed, decked out. We also have this beautiful new fridges. Actually, I just bought this off the store. It had like all this wine and everything, alcohol trays, and these fridges, which I thought looked too perfect not to add. And over here, as you can see from this partition, two people talking, so they can be served right there from the window. And you have a cheese platter, oyster tray, a tablet with a knife set to cook with, and of course, alcohol tray. Now, actually, the woman talking right there is one of our people that I have created for this build. Her name is Adriana Volkov. She is an only child born in Russia, and she is born from an Italian mother and a Russian father, and she came to the States when she was around 7 years old. Her family was middle class in the States, but they had a huge vision for her. They wanted her to go into politics. And so all her life, that's all she heard. And instead, she really wanted to create clothing and design for the biggest and the best stars the world has ever known. And so she started creating fashion in around middle school, but because she didn't know English when she came to this country, she was put into a bunch of these special classes, and they treated her really like she was stupid. And so she started sketching and learning to sew to keep herself sane, because her parents were forcing her to become one thing, and the school kept telling her she was an idiot. But when she graduated high school, she actually met a businesswoman who helped bring her fashion to new heights and is now the biggest fashion designer in the world. But the only downside to her success is that her parents never really accepted her career, and she hasn't spoken with them in years. And it may be sad, but she has come to learn that if you're not going to work with me and at least acknowledge that I have had such success in my life, then why do I need you in my life? But anyway, she is now married to her better half, which we will meet very soon. And she's just talking to one of my resident Sims. But moving on from there, we are going to be going to the stairs and we'll be going up to the second story. Now up we go. We have this beautiful glass and silver mezzanine, very industrial looking, while also having that clean modern look. And these beautiful hanging, I like to call them dewdrop lights, but they look like they're raining. It's gorgeous. I love them. Over here, more art, because I feel like again, rich people thing, and the tablet, of course, to signal staff or whatever. And through these frosted doors, it's not a staff portion, but just the bathroom. And as you can see, the geometric theme follows throughout. You have this sink area, which is completely geometric, and the toilet too. Even just the tub itself looks very geometric due to like the hard, crisp angles. And over here, you just have a wall with like a mirror and towels. It's a very beautiful bathroom. Like I said in a lot of my other videos, bathrooms aren't my forte. I much like other parts of the house, like the living room, dining room, bedroom. The bathroom is just kind of like an add-on to add realism, but I love it anyway. I think it looks so cool. It fits into the house perfectly. Now, if we go through this way, we have an open door, which leads out onto the first balcony. We have this nice seating area with the brown seating, black back, and the white pillows. And it just looks so nice. And they have a fruit bowl right there. Do you know if you want to mingle and talk and jibber jabber with your guests because they're throwing a dinner party at the moment. And over here, and this little area, just have a nice couch. Let's say you want to get away from the party and talk privately. You can come up here and chitter-chatter with more art. Another bust over here. And it just looks so beautiful. Like I said, lots and lots of views of the city everywhere. Now, let's just go right over here to the other side because we have more art and this nice, cool table with this weird little plant thing, which I think looks really cool. Now, these two doors are servants' quarters. Over here, we have this one, which has a bunch of the fashion that has been cleaned, pressed, and prepared to present Adriana's work to her, people in her business to get feedback. These are all the clothing. They were pressed and cleaned over here in the staff laundry room. You have you have two washers and dryers and another storage cupboard and laundry everywhere on the floor. And it just looks realistic. It's not fancy. It's not nothing. It's not nothing, but it's not on theme with the rest of the house because it's a service portion, It's not on theme with the rest of the house. And of course, you get there through this balcony, which has this beautiful fountain, which I actually used in my firehouse build. So if you want to check that out, there'll be a link somewhere. Now back through here, through the clothing that was pressed for Adriana, through the second door, we just have the staff room where they can put down their items right over there, their little cubby area. Like I said, there's all these wall mounts to, get in touch with everyone around the house. They have all these supplies to clean, vacuums, and buckets of cleaning supplies. This is really just a space for the help and servants and staff to get their items to, clean or relax for a minute or put their stuff away when they come into work. Now, over here through this hallway, we see this geometric art on the wall, tons of crisp cut lines and this bronzy type of material. And underneath it, you have this gold pleated wood, dresser drawer, and again, the golden cheetah with this geometric look too. And over here through another open door, as you can see, a huge window down to the pool. So you can see very open, clean. We have this other another large archway into here where we meet our second and only other resident of the house. This is Adriana's wife. Her name is Margot Hayes. She is an American-born youngest child of 3. Her family was extremely poor, so this is so different from where she grew up. They struggled with finances her whole life, and she was raised in the rural South, and being the poorest kid in a small town, she was bullied from day one of her school experience. She was extremely quiet and tended to stay in the back, so no teacher realized she was a genius until she met her fourth grade teacher, who saw how smart she was and convinced her parents to let her take an IQ test. The teacher even paid for the test because she knew the parents wouldn't be able to afford it. And so she scored so high, she immediately tested into high school level academics and graduated top of her class 2 years later. She got a PhD in business by the time she was 18 and met a young fashion artist and helped her run her business from the ground up. Her parents are still in her life, but is extremely close with her fourth grade teacher, who helped her immensely throughout her whole life. Now, if you couldn't tell, Adriana and Margot are married. They met up when they were both 18, and Margot helped Adriana build her business from the ground up. Margot is the one who does the business aspect, the numbers, the whole selling portion. Adriana just makes the fashion and creates these brilliant ideas out of her mind. So they work in cahoots together to make this amazing art. And so here's her office. She has to sneak away from the party for a minute to get some work done. And this is her office. Over here we have this beautiful giant window with another fire pit, extremely modern and gray. And over here we have just this nice seating area, really beautiful, nice angled chairs with this extremely modern desk, and just some drinks in the corner, so her and her associates could have a little something. And if we turn all the way around, a bookshelf with books on a table, more modern art, impressionism modern art, and another pleated gold ottoman chair to sit on. Just a very nice, clean, crisp office to get her work done, Now, over here, we have one more stairwell up to the last floor. Over here, we have a nice meditation area, as you can see. And it has just a meditation mat and two, lanterns, and just completely boxed in by hedges, as you can see if we go over here. It being completely boxed in by hedges, this is actually Adriana's kind of zen zone, so that she can just relax and do her thing and think about new ideas of what to create for her fashion line. Actually, as we go through here now to come speak of it, there's also just a random one space balcony out here. Nothing crazy, just a nice balcony. And through this door, we're on to Adriana's kind of try-on area space. She has beautiful pictures of models on the wall, these gorgeous gold hanging lights, and over here in the corner, we have the symbol of her brand right there, next to some flowers and shoes and bags. Even over here, here's her new collection work, which she's working on, top secret, hush hush. And just a nice changing area right here with clothes hanging out over here. It's just a nice room for her to just try on fashion that she's created, work on things. It's just wonderful. Over here, we have just a nice hallway into their bedroom, which is just more modern art, more of those chairs and a geometric plant. Wonderful, beautiful. Over here, we enter into their bedroom, another open door, and here it is in all its glory. We have another fireplace over here with a panel on the wall to contact the staff if needed. More wine on the wall because they have this beautiful living area over here where they can just sit and talk to each other, be all lovey-dovey while they sit by the fire, and this gorgeous light stand fixture over here with this awesome piece of more modern art on the wall. And even if we turn over here, we see the beautiful bed that they have with another pleated ottoman at the end and more modern art on the wall. This is the exact same as the bronze one, but it's in tan, blue, and silver. I wanted something a little bit different for their bedroom. And on their bedside tables, you have the candles from Margot to de-stress after a long day, and jewelry from Adriana, and you have her fancy high-end $1 million jewelry in the case over here with more modern art. And even over here, Margot doesn't really like makeup. She's much more like, oh, just let me put on a suit, put my hair up, and run out the door. Of course, Adriana is much different, and so she has her whole station to set up and get herself ready. And they have two different balconies they can go onto. They can go onto this balcony over here, which has a nice seating area for them to have wine, sip, and relax, and even another couch out here so they can just relax with each other after a long day of working together. And over here, we have the second balcony with this beautiful running water. This is like the only fixture of water in the house. And everything else is fire. But I really like how this came out. I think it looks so nice, tucked in the corner. Also very geometric with the shape and the different levels of the almost stone-looking waterfall. And over here, we just kind of have this Zen bench with a plant on the end. I think it's very earthy, but it's also kind of modern in the way that it's like kind of floating and very crisp, clean lines. I just thought it was too perfect. And just over there, you could just have a glass window going and looking into the hallway. Now, the last portion of the house is just through here. You have this beautiful bathroom. Like I said, I'm not into bathrooms, but I would kill for a bathroom like this. Right through here, you see this beautiful double bath tub where they can soak together, and just towels on the wall with this beautiful geometric toilet, two black and white robes over there, and more of this geometric sink. Now, that's it for this house, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really liked creating this house, even though it was a complete pain in the butt for some of the logistical issues. But I hope you guys liked it. It was a really fun build to do, and I will see you guys in the next video. Now, remember, you are amazing, you are important, and you are unstoppable. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!